Hey guys, this is Nick and I'm back again today for another video. And today what I'm going to be doing is a really cool, and like I say in every other video, but what I'm going to be doing is an updated review on one of my all-time, well, it is my all-time favorite piece from my collection. And it's just a gorgeous piece. So the item I'm talking about is my Louis Vuitton Polk backpack and the monogram Macassar canvas. So with that being said, let's begin. So with so this backpack I bought in March, so it would have been spring break my junior year, so it would have been in 2014 or 2013. Either way, it's approaching 3 years old. 3 years old. So this bad boy is it's still a newish bag, but it's pretty old. It's been through the ringer. I have worn this thing all over. I've taken it to Hawaii, New York, everywhere. Like those, I've used it for school, I've used it for university, I've used it for sleepovers, I've used it for when I went up to a cabin. This is my have-all end-all bag. When in doubt, I take this bag. This thing fits so much. It is just such a great bag that you just can't beat it. Now, before I go into more of the positive things about it, I do want to touch up on some of the negatives about this bag. So the negatives being, alright, so this black leather, most of you would think is awesome. That's what I thought. You don't have to worry about it. There's really no big deals. Let me bring this back a little bit. It's super easy, but I don't know if you'll be able to see, but especially in the light, it scratches so easily. I mean, scratches. Like, if you thought lambskin was awful, this beats it by 100. So if which I was new about it when I bought it, but I thought I could prevent it, but there's nothing you can do. There's no treatments you can do to take out the scratches. There's really nothing. So just be prepared for this to be scratched up. That's as simple as it can be. So, other than that, like, other things I've noticed with wear and tear on this bag is, first of all, it becomes really slouchy. Like, it's still structured-ish, but if you can see on the bottom right there, like, they start to squelch. And I stuff my bags perfectly, but over time, that's just how canvas is going to be. It's going to get all squishy and soft, and it is so nice, but if you don't like the squishy look, it can become a problem. It's not bad. The bag doesn't, you can stand it up and it kind of tilts a little bit, like you can just see, but it doesn't fall. So that is a good thing. Another thing is corner wear. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but all around the corner, on the edges really, the leather started to wear off, and I really need to take this in to get this repaired, but I want to wait a little bit longer until it's a little bit worse, I would say, where there's just this little cord popping out now. So the cord is also black, so at least it matches, so it's not too bad, and it's only on the back side, so that's why where it rubs up against your body, that's where it gets the most wear. So that's why I'm not too worried about it. I'll let it tough it out a little bit. The only other thing, and I think it's the most major thing, is cracking. Now I had this issue starting off not too long after I purchased. Maybe it could have been after a year having it. But here, let me show you. So this is how you open up the bag. So you pop this open, and there you go. So I have my bag stuffed right now, but you probably won't be able to see, but right here, where my fingers are, right along the edges is where it's cracking. Now, right now, currently, 3 years in, it's only about this far down, but I think it's not because of where I stored it, it's the humidity. I've always had it out of its box, sitting there in its dust bag, for the most part, until I moved into my current room, and now it's closed off. There's nothing really doing it, but because you keep the bag so squished like this, and this part is so thick, it's just bound to crack over time. There's nothing you can really do about it, so there is another really bad bonus about it. Or not bonus, a really bad flaw about it. So yeah, it's only on those corners that I have cracking. Other than that, it's totally fine. There's no other issues with cracking on this piece, which it really upset me when that happened, and it made me really take a step back away from Louis Vuitton. But I'm just so in love with this that you can't really beat it. Also, the other thing about this leather piece up here, and this is the last con about it, is you don't want to get it wet. If it rains and you don't wipe it off right away, the leather will start to bubble up in places. It'll eventually go down, but it does bubble up. Now, I had that issue and I brought it into Louis Vuitton, and they told me it was fine, no big deal, it's no big issue. But another person, I don't remember his name, but he's here on YouTube. I think his name's Chris. He's British, so I'm sorry if you're watching this video. I'm sorry. I know who you are. I'm horrible with names. He had the same issue and he brought it in and they exchanged it for him. So I don't know. It may just be the American system, but they didn't do anything about that. But other than that, those are the only bad things about this thing, or this backpack. And I think overall, I mean, there's some pretty big things, but I just love this bag so much that I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, as you can see, now I'll go over it a little bit. So, as you can see, it's in the monogram canvas. It has the silver hardware, which I have on this zipper, a palladium lock that I purchased separately just because I thought it would look nice. You have this really big front zip pocket where it goes the full length, so where my finger is down here, all the way down. So, just opening it up, because it's so stuffed you really can't get into it, but it's a huge pocket. It can fit a lot of different things. So here's just my iPhone 6. That just slips into there no problem, no big deal, and it fits a whole bunch of different things. So there's that. All around the bag, and especially on the rivets, I highly doubt you'll be able to see. I'll try and take pictures and insert them in, but they all say Louis Vuitton on them everywhere. And then even, like I showed you in my other review, on the side right here, it says Louis Vuitton on the hardware. And I really do like the silver hardware from Louis Vuitton. I am personally 50-50 with gold or silver. For a while there, I just happened to buy silver, but my heart always belonged to gold. But with this, you don't have any worries about tarnishing, chipping, anything else. So I think that's a major win when buying something, that you don't have to worry about with the other Louis Vuitton pieces, how they tarnish or chip. So that is a very nice bonus. As you can see, all the LVs are upside on every part of this backpack because you have the seam right here. It also says Louis Vuitton on the flap right there. I'll also try and insert another picture of that if you possibly. And then you also have these little chaps right here where you can button up the bag, and depending on how stuffed up your bag is, you can do it. I did used to strictly have my bag snapped closed at all times, so you can see, but I think that's kind of contributed to the cracking, so I don't do that anymore. I keep it open, and you're plenty safe. So you are, however, which is kind of cool, I have really fat hands though, you are able to open this up and you can kind of sneak your hand. I was interrupted once again, but alright, so I've just taken the stuffing out, and also before I forget, these straps right here are wonderful. So how you actually hang on to them, they are adjustable, and as you can see, I have mine hot stamped with my initials in silver. So that was really cool. So if you want to get this bag hot stamped, this is a really good place to do it because this is about the only place you're able to do it. But these are really comfy, they're really soft, they stay on your shoulders great, and they're really, they're just so comfy. I can't express that any other way. So I've taken the stuffing out, so you are able to see the front pocket, hopefully, a little better. So as you can see, and the really cool part about the Monogram Macassar line, if you don't know, is it has this beautiful, beautiful burgundy plum wine, oh, there's no good way of doing this, lining. So as you can see, it has a really big, it's a big hole, but you have this really good slot for your laptop, which is cushioned, which is really nice. So there's that, and then just flipping it around, you have another little slip pocket right here. So just lifting that up so you can see it, and it's all trimmed with leather. So it really is just a really big pit. You also have a D-ring right here on this side, so that's always really nice. Mine was, of course, made in France, so the little maiden stamp is right there. Because this thing rolls over, it's kind of chipped, and it never came with lettering, or like gold, or it came stamped, but it never had the foil, so it was just like straight leather stamping. But other than that, yeah, this is just a really, really big pit. It's really a north and south bag than an east and west, but it is still pretty big. It extends out. I'll make sure to leave a blurb down in the bottom with the exact measurements from the Louis Vuitton website. But yeah, so this lining, it does, if you probably can see it, it does scratch up a little bit, but just licking your finger, it comes out. Or if you just want to wash it with a really damp cloth, that works too. But other than that, I don't really know what else much more there to say about this bag. It is absolutely beautiful. It is a workhorse. If you are thinking about getting this, I would highly recommend it. It has a really cool androgynous style to it. I can never stop looking at myself in the mirror or windows whenever I'm wearing this bag. I just think it's so cool. It's so stylish, and it's definitely a staple in my collection. So with that being said, that is the updated review and wear and tear on this bag. I'll try and do what's in my bag with this bag, so you can see more of what I fit in there and what else you can really do with this bag. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. I know that's a lot. If you only want to do one, whatever, it's up to you. But thank you so much for watching, as I said for the 100th time. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.